So, before I start talking, I'm just gonna let you know that my thoughts are scattered right now. I don't know why I'm filming this. Um, I'm angry. I'm hurt. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Um, you know, I'm seeing it more and more with my friends, and um, it's kind of like the same thing is being said over and over again, and that's we've seen this so many times on the news. Um, we've been angry. We've talked about this, and we've said something. We've been angry, and then later on we let it fade away, and we don't talk about it anymore. This is very different. This was an attack that was personal. It became personal. When you have seen the shooter and you know what his name is and you know what he's looked like and you know you've seen him walking around the hallways, the same hallways that he's just shot up, it becomes very different. I woke up, same as any other day. I walked downstairs, I started doing my laundry. I went to the gym, finished doing my laundry, came back upstairs, and I just took a shower and I was feeling exhausted. I went to sleep. I woke up to the sound of my phone vibrating next to me, and it was my dad. And I just wanted to sleep, and I declined the call. But I had seen multiple Snapchats and texts from my friends, which, since I moved to New York, I've just been a little bit MIA looking for jobs and such, so it was kind of a shock to me to see so many notifications coming through on my phone. And before I could even talk to my dad, I saw the news that the school that I graduated from was in an active shooter situation. My brother was the first thing that came to my mind. I didn't know where he was. I didn't know if he was safe. So I called my dad, and he told me that my brother was safe. And I got off the phone with my dad, I called my brother. I just wanted to know where he was and to know that he was okay. I wanted to hear it from his voice, and he told me that he took a group of kids and ran to the Walmart down the street, and that he didn't know what was going on, but he was safe. And then I called my mom. She was at the elementary school I don't really know what she was trying to do, but they were on lockdown. She was stuck there. She told me that my sisters were home and that my other brother was at Westglades, the middle school right next to the high school, and that everybody was safe. At that point, I think I let my emotions run out of my body to the point where I was unable to breathe. I knew in my mind that I had to shock myself back into action. So I ran outside in shorts and a t-shirt, in 30-degree weather, barefoot, just trying to have the cold knock me back into reality, trying to knock myself into what was going on, trying to understand what was going on, even though everything was so unclear. And finally, I was able to gain some composure after about 2 hours. I was calling my friends, seeing which ones were okay, which ones were in the school. When I didn't get an answer, it was the most terrifying time of my life. Not knowing if your friends are okay. Sitting on the phone with my friends who were okay, who didn't know if our friend group was still a group. We didn't know. Later on that night, we saw the people that were missing, which later on they were identified and confirmed dead. I knew 3 of those people. Aside from the security guards that passed away protecting the students at the school, I knew 3 of those people. I went to school with them. I talked to them. I knew them. And their lives were extinguished because what we've seen over the past couple of years hasn't pushed our government enough to change. We've seen hundreds of people killed, but apparently there's no change. There's no way to change this. We're just stuck on the same cycle. We see these things, we get angry, we talk, and then it dies away. And the one thing that has been different is that we have social media, that people have, not only people, but children that were in this school, my classmates, people that I know, were tweeting, were at the school the next morning on those streets talking to CNN, talking to Fox News, talking to all of the media outlets, telling their stories and reaching so many people around the world. And I was forced to sit on the sidelines. I couldn't help anybody. I was stuck on these sidelines, not knowing how my friends were, if they were okay. So I'm gonna kind of go into a couple different things. Firstly, I wanna talk to the victims, although they're no longer with us. Your deaths will not be forgotten. We won't let this go by. This is something that will change our society, and we will change this society. Alyssa, I drove you to soccer practices. I tutored you in Spanish. Your brother plays soccer with my brother. Your mom is a saint. Lori, I can't even imagine what you're going through right now. Joaquin, we sat in that math class together. We talked about music. We messed around with Miss Lazar. And Carmen, we played an orchestra together. And, once I left orchestra, we kind of lost contact, and I'm sorry for that. But, like I said, for those people, including the ones who lay down their life. Peter, Coach Weiss, Coach Hickson. I promise I will fight for you. I will make sure that something changes. For the first responders, I thank you for being so helpful throughout all of this, especially the sheriff. I can't imagine what you guys are going through right now, and I try not to imagine it. It's hurting. Principal Thompson. You kept me alive for the past 4 years. You kept our school safe. Sorry. So, back to what I was saying. I am hurt. I'm sad. Because these were kids I knew. For all of my friends right now who were there, who heard something, I'm with you. I'm always here for you. I don't know what to say that can make things better, and I don't think there's anything I can say that will make things better, but I can listen. I can hear what you have to say, and I can try my best to console you, but I can't make any promises that what I say will help. I want to let everybody know that don't take this as an opportunity to gain 15 minutes of fame. You know who you are. Lying. I mean, you need to take a deep look into yourself, realize that you lost peers, that you lost fellow classmates, and that you just lied. And you're nationally recognized now as a liar. How dare you? For those trying to, and again, I'm not naming names, I'm just saying this in general, tweeting at talk shows to invite you on